Hi, welcome to Popcorn Buckets.
Hi.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, in the back of my mind, when she started doing, I said, swear, if that thing hits record and her butt's in my face, I swear.
Oh no, you probably can't hear me very well at home.
I can hear
Hi.
you.
Welcome to Popcorn Buckets. It's me, Kyle, and she just looked at me. That's what she did.
Dude, she is trying to climb. She's like, Diet, Diet, pay attention to me, Diet,
Yep.
Diet. Man, get off the phone with this weird man and spend time with me, Dad.
Yeah, she was scared of you last time she met you.
Oh, she's purring. I hear her.
Yep. Um, Devin, what did we watch today on Popcorn Buckets?
Today on Popcorn Buckets, we watched Chevy Chase's 1992 movie, The Invisible Man's Memoirs, which I have to say, it was a very unique taste to the Invisible Man franchise. If you would call it that. Would you call it that?
I thought it was an interesting take on you know?
Oh, I did too, and to be honest with you, I've never heard of this movie before.
Well, we were gonna watch Hollow Man, but both of us were like, "Hey, you know what Invisible Man movie I'd like to see? You know what Invisible Man?" And unfortunately, for you, Devin, Hollow Man was not available on Amazon anymore.
Womp womp.
But we were able to get Memoirs of Invisible Man in 1992, and it was better than expected.
It was, it was better than expected because I was like, oh god, is this gonna be like slap cheek silly? But it really
I didn't
wasn't.
know when I saw Chevy Chase, I was like, I don't know what I'm getting into.
Oh, I didn't either. And this is like Chevy Chase when he was,
Decent,
yeah. And I'm
like
like,
not an a-hole.
oh, dude, he's always been an a hole.
I know, but this movie did a really good job at hiding that.
Oh, hiding his a holeness.
Yeah.
I don't know. He kind of turned invisible and went into his brother's mansion.
No, that wasn't even his brother. That was his friend, or
Uh,
sort of friend.
sort of friend. Yeah, he just broke into his friend's house. Like, I'm gonna just.
That's like me breaking into Jay's house. We are acquainted, but we're not extremely close, and just living there.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah, you see what I'm talking about, though, right?
Yeah, I just can't believe he did it. And then I'm like, what's crazy is he
It was the '90s.
he restocked the fridge. He was like, I'm gonna break into this friend's house. Well, I might as well restock his fridge.
Mm-hmm. And he goes like jogging. He does like Pilates and all this.
Dude, what's crazy is nobody freaked out on the beach when he's just like, I just stayed at my friend's house. Morning. And the guy's that's fishing, he's like, he's just sitting there fishing. Morning.
Huh?
Just nobody's phased at all.
I feel like somebody would have talked. Oh my gosh! Did you see the invisible man on the beach? Uh-oh, time to move.
That's what I'm saying. That was like the whole premise of the movie. He's like, oh no, government bad guys are after me. I gotta go.
Yep.
But dude, she's about to smack you. She is. Luna, don't smack him. All right, I know Chevy Chase is not a good person, but your daddy is. Oh, I could hear her purring. She's purring in my ear.
Yep.
What are you gonna do when Sally Mae gets warmed up to you? What are you gonna do then?
I don't know. See, Luna's ready for them to like get close to each other. But Sally Mae is still like, I don't know you. And so she will like bop her a little bit or hiss or something, and Luna will get really depressed. Like, oh, I just wanted to play. And she'll like go through this whole existential crisis.
Really?
And then come to me and like be attached at my hip like this.
Dude, listen. That sounds like, I don't know. Oh, when you said that, I don't know you. I stayed up late last night listening to King of the Hill while I was playing Xbox.
Dude, you didn't watch more movies?
I wanted to hop on the game because I was like, we're knocking out a bunch today, and I was like, it's 11:30 at night. I'll have fallen asleep if I turn on a movie.
Dude,
So,
I stayed up till 11 watching more movies for you. Because you're like, hey, go ahead and watch this movie. And I've already watched like 10 plus. And I'm like, okay.
Wait, you've watched more? I haven't checked the list today. I've been busy doing some stuff.
Yeah.
Man, poop. I thought we were caught up.
I've got at least 5 ready to go.
Oh, man. Okay.
And I told you, like, hey, watch this, this, this. And you're like, I watched these. And I'm like, fuck, I've got to match that.
Anyways, moving on. But yeah, the whole plot of this movie, he was like, I gotta run. But I did enjoy. It wasn't like, you know how in other versions they were like, oh, I'm invisible. I'm
Yeah.
good. In this one, he's like, dude, this sucks.
Yeah.
Like homeboy said, I can't eat, I can't shower, I can't do nothing. What are you doing, Luna? What are you? What are you sipping on? Water?
Dr. Pepper, I need some caffeine.
Okay. You didn't make no coffee real fast?
No, we're out of coffee.
Oh, you're out?
Mm-hmm. And I want us to try the boxes of the cold brew because I am allergic to my coffee machine.
Really?
Yep.
I really want to try the Stoker ice brew coffee, but it comes in like a big bottle. But I'm afraid I'm not gonna like it, so it's like I got a big bottle for no reason. Hey, Luna. Oh my God, it's Luna. Luna. Today's episode's brought to you. Oh my. Oh my God, I just saw cat butt.
You got a close up too.
I did. Oh my God. Today's episode is not brought to you by Cat Butt. It's by the Invisible Men Memoirs, which that was not in the movie. Thanks, Luna. Thanks for mooning me.
Okay, she didn't delete anything.
Oh God, is she gonna do it again? Thank God, she's sending her down. I was scared.
Oh. She's doing stuff.
Luna, be a good kitty. Sit still. Be a good putty cat.
But yeah, are you ready for my notes?
Yeah, go ahead. Because go ahead. I'll lay the more notes you give. I'll go ahead.
It's okay, Luna. All right, my notes. So, cosmology is the branch of physics and metaphysics dealing with the nature of the universe and the cosmos. The term cosmology was first used in English in 1656 in Thomas Blaut's Glossographia, and in 1731 taken up in Latin by German philosopher Christian Wolff, 2 F's by the way, in the Cosmologia Generalis. Thales' philosophy is most famously known for his belief in all things are water, meaning to be considered water to be the fundamental substance from which everything in the universe is derived, making the shift towards explanation the world through the natural observations rather than mythology. He also believed the earth floats on water, explaining the natural phenomenon of earthquakes, though this concept, I don't know if my notes got deleted.
Was it Luna?
I don't know. Was the first philosophers to attempt natural explanation of the world rather than relying on mythology. Here, we'll do this. Water is an arche. So here's some key points.
All
Water
right.
is an arche.
Okay.
The belief that water, which called the arche, is a primary substance from all things are derived. Naturalistic approach. Thales considered the pioneer of the natural philosophy because He tried to explain the world through the observation of natural phenomena, not solely on myths. Earth on water. Theorized that Earth floats on vast body of water, which is used to explain earthquakes. All things are full of gods.
Didn't he mention that in the movie? I thought that was
Some of
something.
the interpretations suggest that Taoists believe that everything had divine element due to the connection to water.
Ah, okay.
There are going off road here. There are some other I'm not some spiritualism in different cultures. I'm being vague about this because I'm vague on the details. There are some other spiritualisms that believe that all things have spirits and all things are intertwined and connected and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing?
Dude, she just said, ah. Oh, that was funny. Aw.
Dorothy Christine Exelbin, born November 13th, 1715, died June 13th, 1762, was a German medical doctor who became the first female doctor of medicine in Germany. Educated by her progressive physician father and rector of the school in Germany, she desired to attend medical school, study medicine. Like her brother, she eventually petitioned Frederick the Great of Prussia to allow her entry into the University of Halle. Despite royalty permission to attend, uh, Exilben never attended or entered university. When her cousin died, leaving 5 children, she decided in 1751, at the age of 26, to look after their and married widowed Joanne Christian Exilben and went on to have 4 children with him.
Oh.
Why is there in the science facility? Why is there a sauna?
Okay, I'm gonna be the only one that thought that. I thought it was just a weird science facility, and they were like, "Hey, boot it up the device," and then turned half the building invisible. Because he was like, "Why is the building weird?" And I thought that was a pretty cool scene. Because I'm like, "Why is the building
No,
weird?"
it was a cool scene, but I don't get why there was a sauna in the first place.
I mean, dude, it was the '90s. We were all getting tans back in '92.
Were you now?
Yeah, my dad totally was tanning back in '92.
Were you?
Yeah, with my dad.
How old were you in '92, Devin?
I was not born yet. I was with my dad.
Where were you with your dad? Were you in his nutsack, Devin?
I was in his nets.
Uh-huh. This transition's great to my next point.
Go ahead.
I thought you transitioned really well, Devin. Kissing is icky, and so was that conversation.
So?
I was wondering if David Jenkins was trying to do a Creature Commandos situation after I know what it's like to be a freak comment, but Talbot was a friend of Holloway, not part of the squad. Talbot was, as you remember, from Wolfman 1941 and 2010. Was an important name for the Wolfman movies.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know what they're doing. I think they just like did stuff and thought to see what would happen.
I think so too. And then they were just like, okay, let's just stand alone. Because I think it would be a cool.
It would have been like a neat little thing, but I think the way the film went, it was okay.
Yeah. I think I mean, it would be cool to see a Creature Commandos in the '90s version with Chevy Chase and then whoever else, but I think this is just a good standalone movie.
I think this was a good standalone movie. It was a good rom com, and I don't hate it.
No, I didn't hate it neither.
Don't tell anyone I cried is a wild line.
It was the '90s.
It was the 90s. Toxic masculinity everywhere.
Dude, here's my question, and this is a weird thing. Remember when he was back at his club and he was napping on the pool table?
Yeah.
How long do you think he was on that pool table for? Do you think he was just staying there, letting people play?
It's a great question. Because a lot of it's just like, this makes no sense. Like, logistically, you have to move sometime, and then other times he's just like curled up in a ball, and I'm like,
Oh my god, yeah, the scene when he's with the CSI guy and he's just standing there stalking him for like hours. And I want to know.
I thought that was a really cool scene. Here's my thing. I thought that was cool because I was like, okay, that shows dedication, and that shows him as a human, despite this. And the way he got caught, I thought was really interesting. But it was when, like you said, in the pool table, I was just like, how long have you been there?
That's what I'm saying. He's like, I just stayed at my club, and he's just sprawled out on his pool table. He's like, oh, I can't see nobody, and nobody can see me. Oh, it's me. And I'm like, dude, how long have you been laying there? And then all day, he's just not breathing heavily. He's just watching everybody. And then old buddy, which is weird because that's the same actor that plays as Dr. Allen in Jurassic Park. So, like, the whole time during that movie, I'm like, dude, when Jurassic Park goes bad. And he's just like, and I knew he knew he was there when he's like yawning. He's like doing that fake yawning shit. Oh, dude, how did he find?
Well, he didn't fake it at first, and then he was like, something's off.
How did you think he found him? Because I was like, how did he find him?
Well, they showed him in the movie. He like yawned, and he took that chance to like stretch, and his ankle popped.
Oh yeah.
And he was like, I got you. And so he like fake stretch, hit a button on the ground, and just like, so here we are again, doctor. Or not doctor. Here we are again. A mouse in a trap. Do what he says, boys. That's all my notes, by the way. I don't know why you had to refresh, Devin. We were done. I'm confused too. No. I don't know why you had to refresh. We were done.
Oh, well, it was like.
So now you have to do editing, and I don't know why.
Oh. Anyway, so we're done with our notes. It popped up that weird message saying something happened on my end. But anyways.
Okay. Well, I'm out of notes, so I guess we rate the movie now, Devin.
Dude, I love this movie. It was an interesting start. It made the Invisible Man more human. It was another great Chevy Chase movie. And I'm rating this I like the ending because I also have questions. So, like, are his kids going to become Danny Phantom?
You know, like, one power that Danny Phantom has, and you're like, that's it. That's Danny Phantom. Even though his parents were against ghosts, and he's not a ghost, and this is completely different.
Think about it.
I did.
I'm telling you. I'm going ghost.
And I think you're wrong.
Oh, I probably am, but I just want to spit that out there.
You're greatly wrong. You need to rewatch Danny Phantom.
Just 14 when his parents built a very strange machine, man. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. Butch Hartman just released some new Danny Phantom hoodies, and I'm kind of like, I wish I had the money for them. I'm like, I know what I want for Christmas next year.
You know what? We're going for like 20 minutes. We can do this. Danny.
Oh, you better look at the hoodies.
Phantom.
He was just
hoodie.
14. His parents built a very strange machine. Phantom.
See here, is it the white and black one, or
Yeah, it should be. It's on Butch Hartman's shop.
I don't know what that
The
is.
creator's website.
Danny Phantom.
Yeah, the creator of Danny Phantom is Butch Hartman, the same creator from Family Guy and Tough Puppy.
Oh, I'm looking at Paramount, and it's just like that's like $44.95, but you can get like an Amazon one for like $20.
Sheesh.
So yeah, it's just the decal. Just the decal, Devin.
The one I saw was like long. Anyways, I'll text you a picture of it.
Do it now.
But yeah, love this movie from start to end. You know what scared me? That scene with the paint where she painted him up and that ugly CGI face.
I think there was worse things.
Dude, that gave me a jump scare.
That jump scared you.
I did not like it.
It jump scared the little bitch boy.
It did.
I don't know why I'm talking like the Joker.
No, that's not the hoodie. It's in Butch Hartman's store.
No, just send it to me, and we'll review it 1 out of 10. How would you rate this hoodie?
Although I do like this one that's on Amazon. Paramount shop. Anyways, I'll have to look for it later. But yeah.
All right. I'm going to rate this since Devin's not. I'm rating this a 6 out of 10.
Really? You're rating it that low?
I thought it was Middle of the Road. I thought it was a decent film. A little above average, but it's worth a watch.
I think it's worth a watch, and you kind of do.
I'm willing to be talked up.
I mean, I can't really think of any way to talk you up because, I mean, yeah, it is middle of the road. There's nothing significant. It just takes a cool, unique take on the Invisible Man, and then they do homage in the scene where he's in the bandages and gloves talking to the professor. I'm going to give it a solid 7 because I don't think it deserves to be a 6, but I don't want to say it's like an 8 or 9 or 10. So I'm going to give it a 7.
Okay. Convince me. Woo me. Wow me.
But listen, it had a little bit of everything. Action, romance, good comedy. I mean, come on. You got to admit, it did. And it also wasn't like some bullshit title. He had memoirs. He had narrations. Like he showed his ups, his downs, his struggles.
You're like, yeah, he did the bare minimum. You should give him a point for that.
Yeah. Come on. And give him a point.
You think I'm going to give him a point for the bare minimum?
Yes.
That's supposed to be in it already.
Yes.
That's like somebody saying you're a good father because you did the bare minimum.
Yes.
Yeah, you're supposed to take care of your child. That is the job of being a father.
But no, okay. How do I get you up to go by a point? It was good memoirs. I mean, the ending was. Listen, I'm not gonna lie. I thought he jumped near the end, and then he's like, "I'll save you." Chevy Chase's character, which I can't think of his character's name, and then he's like, "Toro, bitch," and he just kicks him. You have to admit that was pretty good.
Yeah, it was okay.
I thought it was pretty good.
It was decent.
I thought it was good. I was like, dude, I love how in this movie he'll just fuck with people, and they're like looking at him, they're thinking he's over here, but in reality he's like right here, and he's like, dude, I'm right here.
Well, that's the thing about being the Invisible Man. They're not gonna know who you are, so they're gonna look the wrong way.
I mean, I just thought it was pretty good, and then
we're giving this a 13 out of 20. I'm just. Unless you can figure out how to argue better, which I clearly is not the case. Well, learn to make a better argument. Learn to have a constructive argument. You saying "wow" is not a constructive argument. It just makes me think you really do have brain damage from that concussion.
Can't do it anymore.
Okay, little concussion boy. Tell them where they can find them while I type in the tabulator, and I'll figure out what else we rated a 13 out of 20.
Hey guys, as always, come check me out on my podcast, the More Sports Podcast, which is available on all major platforms, and as well as Kyle's show, the Random Hour, where we talk about our pop culture things. And we've had some awesome guests come on the show, so go check them out. And always, hey, subscribe to our YouTube channel, Random Incorporated, where you can watch the video versions of these episodes as well as a little bit of original content we did. And hey, follow us on Instagram as Rendo Bucket Boys, and hey, we're on Twitter as Rendo Corporal 1.
All right, Devin. Everything that we've rated a 13 out of 20 has been calculated.
Oh, yeah?
Alien 3, which also came out in 1992.
Really?
National Treasure.
Okay.
Plus One. Predator 2. Rodan. The Invisible Woman 1940. But since we're here and we're doing another Invisible one, let's tell you what else we rated as Invisible.
Go ahead.
Let's see. Because this is our last Invisible Man movie for a while. Unless we can figure out the Hollow Man situation.
It'll probably come in. It'll pop on something later on. That's always how it works out.
Yep. All right, Devin, ready? So our number one spot for the Invisible Man sagas. Tied for number one is the Invisible Man 1933 and the Invisible Man 2020. Yep. 2, the second seed, Memoirs of the Invisible Man 1992 and the Invisible Woman 1940.
Oh, wow.
Both have a 13 out of 20. The Invisible Avenger 1954, 11.75 out of 20. Yep. The Invisible Man Returns 9 out of 20. Yeah. Invisible Man's Revenge, 1944, 7.75 out of 20. The Invisible Ray, 1936, 6.25 out of 20. Invisible Man Appears, 1949, 6 out of 20.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, that's not where it belongs.
That's where it belongs.
Hmm.
Sorry, I had to burp.
Recap the movie for me real quick.
No. Why not?
But what if we don't know if that's where it belongs? What if that's not where it belongs? Recap the movie for us.
It belongs there.
Bring us down memory lane. Bring us back to a simpler
We're not going down to a simpler time.
When you could hitch your wife.
What the fuck?
It was the 40s, Devin. What do you expect?
You're starting to sound like that one comedian or one internet personality. He's like, when a 1950 man goes to 2020, yes, we can hit our... What do you mean we can't hit our wives? They burnt the dinner. You know what I'm talking about? Have you seen them? I'll have to send you.
That's not the type of humor.
It's not that one.
Humor that I go for.
I'll send you to it. It's something like he does a good...
You don't have to.
He does a good 40s guy impression.
You really don't have to.
It's not that bad, I promise.
It sounds pretty bad.
It's nice.
Because I'm about to follow it up with, at Popcorn Buckets, we do not support hitting your wife.
Yeah, obviously we don't. We're just making a joke.
Invisible Agent, 1942, 3.5 out of 20.
Keep it there.
Sounds like something from the 40s, actually.
Keep it there.
Mr. Segregation
Keep it
over there.
Where it belongs. At the bottom. It was a bad movie.
I don't think you heard what I said, Mr. Segregation. You're not denying the claims?
Wait, what? Oh. You're putting me on the spot.
I am shocked and befuddled.
That's where it belongs. It's a terrible movie.
Sometimes I worry that you don't hear things.
It's a terrible movie, but belongs at the bottom. Wait. Oh.
It should not have taken you this long.
Oopsie daisy.
Yeah, our lowest rating movie is The Invisible Avenger. 0.10 out of 20.
I remember that day. 56 minutes of our lives wasted.
So yeah. So Devin, before you draft your apology letter on YouTube or make your apology video with the ukulele on YouTube, could you tell the people at home where they can find us, specifically your apology video on YouTube?
I know what you're quoting. Hey guys, as always, you can check me out on the More Sports Podcast, a sports podcast for everybody, as well as the Random Hour by Kyle Crump. It's our pop culture podcast where we've had some awesome guests hop on there. And as well as our YouTube channel, Random Incorporated, where you'll hear my apology video with a ukulele. I'm gonna have to go make that video. And it's not gonna sound good on ukulele because I can't play ukulele.
I'm just imagining. That's what I'm imagining it's gonna sound like.
I'm gonna have to go to Goodwill and go find a ukulele. Megan's be like, "What are you doing?"
Just get the pre-broke strings so you don't have to break them yourself.
You ain't lying. I'll just go find the little ones that you can get for like the elementary schools. Did y'all ever do the ukuleles unit in elementary school?
You know, Devin, if you work out of middle school, so you know what they probably got lying around?
He does not. I've been in that band room. I was hoping.
You know what they probably have lying around that you could get?
Oh.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna have to go ask him tomorrow. But like, hey, Ellis, you got any recorders lying around? Why you need a recorder?
I got to make a YouTube apology video, and I couldn't find a ukulele, so I just thought I'd use a recorder.
Can I please borrow one?
Here you go, Devin. You know what? Go for it. Tell me how it goes. It's to the tune of Hot Cross Buns.
I think that should be the last words.
Devin, let's leave. I need to go leave and recuperate. What are your last words?
I'm sorry. Forgive me.